and for the constant support which has allowed us to get to affiliate. I guess I will do the official intro now, almost 30 minutes after we actually were scheduled to start. So, welcome everyone to MWF Liberty or Death. I am Matt Young, here with my new co-host who you can actually hear now, Chris Coron.
What's up, guys? Matt, I think this is one of the first times we've actually spoken when we've, quote-unquote, known each other for like 13 years or something?
Yeah, something like that. This is the first time we've actually had a verbal conversation, and it's been quite the adventure so far. But thankfully, everything's working now. Is there anything you want to tell the viewers about yourself before we officially get started with the matches?
Yeah, I'm also another massive pro wrestling fan, amateur podcaster, live in Kentucky, so I apologize if I have kind of a redneck accent to my voice or anything like that, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked for this. I've actually never watched seen a lot of like Fire Pro stuff, so I'm excited to see how this goes.
Alright, well, seeing as we're running kind of late, I'm not going to run down the entire card. Those of you who are tuned in probably already are aware of what it is, and we can go over the matches, as we're setting them up. First off, of course, we got Barack Obama against the Megazord last month at MWF Mayhem. The Megazord interfered in the matchup between Barack Obama and Donald Trump, attacking Barack Obama and pledged his allegiance to Trump, becoming the Megazord part of the MAGA powers with Donald Trump and Mike Pence. So Barack Obama is looking to get his revenge here. The Megazord citizenship was about to run out back in April, or his visa, was about to run out, and Donald Trump fast-tracked his citizenship in exchange for help at a future date, and this is the result.
You have to side with Obama on this one. The Megazord turned his back on the Rangers and siding with Trump just to get citizenship it's fucking despicable.
Absolutely, I agree. And Obama was not able to get his hands on the Megazord in the 6-person tag team match a few weeks ago when Obama teamed with Bernie Sanders and Captain America against the MAGA powers. So he's looking to finally settle the score here at Liberty or Death. And by the way, Chris, since you mentioned your podcast, feel free to share the link in the chat at any time.
For sure.
I'm sure you have multiple links since it's on different platforms, right? But, share whatever. Help whatever is available for people to get in there.
Oh shit, Megazord's off to an early rate. Dragging! The dragging is unfair.
Yeah, the Megazord he's definitely got the power advantage, but man, he doesn't have the greatest wrestling acumen. He often fails to go for covers when he should, and that's cost him some matches in the past.
Well, and Obama's got the heart. You just have to side with old Barack.
Absolutely. And Barack Obama in the MWF continuity is currently the president. That matchup at Matt Mania was for the presidency. He's the president of the United States, not of the MWF. Obama defeated Donald Trump for the presidency and successfully retained it despite the Megazord's interference last month.
Oh, that's like the fourth. Oh, and to the outside.
Uncle Ruckus from the Boondocks, of course, is our referee here.
I feel like there might be some bias with Uncle Ruckus there.
Yeah, he has kind of a history, let's just put it that way.
I see you, Brandy, out there supporting, going for Obama. I can appreciate that. I'm with you on this.
East X Twitch's dirty slander, or I guess in this case libel since it's written, is totally inaccurate. I do not wear women's underwear. It's very bold of you to assume. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I was going to say. It's like you read my mind. We're already getting that co-host synergy here. Obama with the cover, not even a 1 count.
Ooh, quick kick out.
I also want to take a moment to thank Ryan Lambert and the 7th Number. They were our first 2 subscribers after we became affiliate. So We got 3 now.
I greatly appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
Absolutely, man. I didn't expect to even get to affiliate this quickly, much less have anyone subscribe, but Jackson Jordan was cool enough to bring in a bunch of the guys from TCW the other night. He streams TCW on his channel several nights a week. WWE 2K eFed, they're pretty awesome. Jackson's an amazing commentator, so check them out if you're into WWE 2K, or even if you're not, just do it. Oh.
And yeah, EastX Twitch, we greatly appreciate you being our first bits donor.
Yeah, I'm so sorry, Paul. I did not realize that meant you donated bits. The mobile app is not the greatest with telling me what's going on other than just a simple chat.
And as always, with the 1 count.
Thank you so much for that, Paul.
Yeah, thank you so much, Paul, I guess.
Yeah, Paul is another guy from Cheap Ass Gamer, and he is our only mod right now.
Oh shit! Okay, thank you, Paul. Yeah, Paul. I don't know how long you've been on Cheap Ass Gamer, but way back in the day. I think I've been on there in probably about 8 or 9 years now. I was C-Dub 1605. Yeah. Magazord looks like he's getting winded. I'm not feeling good about his chances here.
Yeah, Magazord doesn't have the greatest stamina. He's a big guy. But I thought he was about to go for that spinning power bomb, but Obama caught him there. But then Magazord right back with a series of strikes.
And the lockup again?
Yeah, as Paul mentioned, the Mat Wrestling Discord is on, or the channel is on Paul's Discord, and that's also EastX Twitch. Obama with the roll up again.
1, 2,
only one. Magazord with the twist of fate.
Man down.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while.
For the pin.
Yeah, that's Magazord's biggest problem. He takes too much time to either catch his breath or just pose like an asshole after he gets his opponent down.
He went for the drop kick, but the drop kick's not going to keep Magazord down too long.
Obama keeps trying to rip off the arms of the Magazord. If he rips off those arms, that's taking 2 Zords out of his arsenal.
And Obama just called for the end.
But Magazord with another twist of fate. What's he? Setting up for something in the corner here. Big lariat, and again posing and just catching it. Yeah.
Still no pin.
Trying to guillotine choke here. Yeah, EastX Twitch says he's been on CAG for time. Actually, it's more like, I think 15 or 16. I've known Paul for 16 years since my very first few months on CAG. But I haven't been on the forum for a while.
I'm sure if you were on the wrestling threads, we had some interactions back in the day.
I don't think he was on there on the wrestling threads, but he was pretty active on the forums in general.
Okay.
What's Obama trying to choke out the Magazord, but he's in the ropes. There are rope breaks.
Not happening.
There are rope breaks, but as you may or may not be aware, there are no disqualifications or countouts here in the MWF. We've had some issues early on. Oh wait, Magazord to the cover. 2.9.
No.
That's close.
No. Thank God. We don't want to see the Magazord win.
Obama with the Sister Abigail. We had no cover here. Wait. He just hit the skull-crushing finale, but no, still not. I think he wants to punish Magazord for turning his back on America.
And the missed drop kick. Come on, buddy.
Another Sister Abigail, and they're both down. Yeah, we had issues with wrestlers throwing chairs to their opponents and acquiring unearned disqualification victories due to the confusion of the referee. So just had to get rid of that. Figure pinfall submission. We want to see a conclusive winner in every match.
Big suplex, but no pin.
Yeah. I think that's going to cost the Magazord here in the end. That and the fact that Obama is just determined to pull out this victory. Big super kick.
Come on,
Obama
get
looking
to
for
it.
submission. He wants to make Magazord tap out.
He might get it. He might. No.
I tried to figure something out before the show, but wasn't able to get everything working, so I'm going to look into that again afterwards, try and find some sort of chat bot where I can get notifications in the chat. People, new followers. The subscriptions pop up apparently, but not new followers, and maybe make the bit donation more noticeable, seeing as I didn't catch it when Paul first donated. Maybe I was just distracted by the fact that he was talking about me wearing women's underwear.
Uh-oh. Obama in the corner. Oh!
Oh, wait.
He's not going to go down long, though.
Code red from Obama.
Got
2,
it.
3, Obama. Barack
Yes.
Obama has won the match. Oh. They kind of made a Tumbo finger
Champ.
leg. Speaking of the People's Champ, we got The Rock wrestling later on tonight in the 6-pack challenge to determine a new #1 contender to the world title. Coming up next, though, we got our first women's match of the night. There's this feud that's been brewing over the past several weeks on Mattitude. Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy feuding with Rose Nyland and Blanche Devereaux, the Golden Girls. Those four have gone at it in numerous singles matches, with Harley and Ivy, frankly, getting the better of things on most occasions. So they're looking to finally settle the score in a tag team match here tonight. Seems like every time when there's a women's match and I look for Burt Reynolds in the referee list, I have to scroll through it twice in order to find him. He's elusive.
I feel good about him, though, man. He seems like the kind of person.
I'm sorry, I think you cut out there.
He just seems like the kind of dude who would be the person you trust to run those kind of matches.
Yeah, Burt Reynolds knows his way, or has a way with the ladies, let's put it that way. They respect him, and he is able to keep them following the rules. And, well, I don't want to say that necessarily. Harley Quinn cheats a lot. But, he does a good job. Sorry, I'm still a little off my game right now from all the technical issues we had earlier, to be quite honest.
And we're sorry about that. We are sorry about that.
Still have no idea what caused it. Apparently, just like I noticed when I played back the show from last week, for the first 2 minutes when I was running down the card, it was just crackling, popping, and no audio of me talking, and then it just magically cut back in after 2 minutes. So I have no clue what the problem is with any of this. Apparently, the PlayStation just doesn't like me streaming.
Hopefully things will go smooth for us on Thursday.
Well, when we first started out, and it was me and Logan, we had audio issues for like the first 3 shows, so I guess it's kind of upholding tradition.
And definitely as someone who's podcasted for, close to 5.5 years now, definitely we've had our fair share of audio stuff happen before. So who you got for this one? I've got to go with the DC. I got to go with the DC zones.
That would seem to be a smart pick, seeing as I think, with the exception of one singles match between these women, Harley and Ivy have won all of them. I think Rose is able to beat Harley Quinn, but Poison Ivy beat Rose twice. Harley beat Blanche. So that seems like a smart pick, but at the same time, the Golden Girls, much like Obama in the last match, have got to be looking to get their revenge here. And if they can pick up a victory here at the pay-per-view, maybe they could provide some measure of comeuppance to Harley and Ivy.
Okay. But, you know, you yourself has said Harley Quinn cheats a lot, and I have to ask a question that's not really related to the actual competitors in the ring right now. Do you think Burt Reynolds' pants could be any tighter?
They could, but then we wouldn't be able to broadcast this show in at least 24 states.
One of them, actually both of them probably being the states we reside in.
Yeah, most likely. Very conservative states. Harley Quinn, of course, was our first ever women's champion. She won the championship in a 6-woman elimination match at Mat Mania on April 30th. But then she was unable to successfully defend it. She lost a non-title match to Rose Nyland and then dropped the championship at the May pay-per-view Mayhem to Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley's a deserving champion. Oh, they're going for the double team.
Yeah, there's... Oh, a 3D from Ivy and Harley.
Oh.
But Rhea Ripley didn't hold on to the belt long herself. She only was champion for 16 days before dropping it to Captain Marvel on an episode of Attitude. So nobody thus far has successfully defended the title. Captain Marvel is looking to change that tonight as she defends against Wonder Woman.
That is later, and for now... Oh! The X Factor?
Yeah, I thought Ivy was in the ropes, but no, apparently not. It seems like the majority of our viewers in the past, they have a strong hatred for Harley Quinn. Every time she wins a match, people are just ready to riot.
Well, there's no accounting for taste, Matt, and they should understand that Harley Quinn is a woman of the people. So, you know, and she's just here to cheat, get by, and get wins. You have to respect that.
I think she just wants to beat the shit out of some people.
That's also true, and I'm fucking fine with that.
Just stomping in the genital region there.
Well, some people pay good money for that, so...
Jackson Jordan.
Good money, but I would pay some money for it.
Jackson Jordan saying Harley Quinn got that stank bank. Oh, and Harley Quinn making the cover on Rose.
Not having. Too soon. Too soon.
Stank bank is a term I have not heard before, but I like it. Oh, surprising agility from Rose Nyland there with the Pele kick.
Well, she had that hip replacement recently, so you know.
I wonder if she could use that hip hip implant the same way Lex Luger used the steel plate in his forearm.
It would be, as long as she did that Asuka ass skip, then it would work pretty well.
Absolutely.
Oh, no chance I found the rope. That had to be in the rope. Okay.
Where does Rose keep getting this miss from? Oh, what's it? I think Rose is looking to tag out. Maybe not.
She's been in for a while now. You have to assume she... Oh!
Poison Ivy. Now Rose has got to tag out after that. Blanche and Harley Quinn, the legal women in this match. And Harley's just going to rain down punches on Rose. I don't think she cares who's legal.
Just punishing. Punishing, I'd say.
I'm not sure what Blanche was doing in her stomach there, to be honest. That's a move I've not seen yet. Harley hooking in the Campbell clutch, though. Blanche not going to tap out.
Oh, I thought she was about to, but no.
Harley with the cover. Burt Reynolds not having any trouble getting down to make these counts despite the tightness of his trousers.
I'm starting to wonder if they might be jeggings instead of actual pants, though.
Or maybe he's got just those, maybe he's got the stretchy denim from Target.
That Dean Ambrose denim?
Yeah. Speaking of the artist formerly known as Dean Ambrose, we haven't seen Jon Moxley since our last pay-per-view Mayhem, where the Shield lost to the Disney Dynasty. It was an elimination match, 3-on-3, and the Shield got swept. Ambrose got knocked completely out, and he had to concede defeat in his War on Disney, so we don't know what's going to happen next with him. Oh, Blanche is really old school with these airplane spins. You gotta love that.
Oh, dude, absolutely love it. Oh, and tag out. But no time for the double team.
Oh, lethal strikes from Rose.
Poison Ivy is just taking a beating right now.
Well, now she's got a bow and arrow submission and a dragon sleeper type maneuver here.
Oh my gosh. Harley just staying on the apron.
Well, Ivy seems to be handling herself okay for the time being. Now looking to tag out here to Harley. Oh, holy shit. Rose with a huge spear and a headbutt. And just tosses Ivy over the top rope.
Jesus.
Rose is a house of fire, by God.
She is just putting a beating on the DC villainesses. Does that work?
Yeah, that works. Oh, and she hit the mist on Harley and the spear. Yeah, Rose is just dominating Harley, much like she did in their singles matches previously. Oh, and just sitting on her face. Two.
Again, some people paid good money for that.
A lot of Betty White fans out there who would probably enjoy that. You a Golden Girls fan, Chris?
Bud, honestly, I need to go back and watch it. I had a roommate who watched it a long time ago, but I was never a huge fan because I always assumed, like, when I was younger, I hated all the Nick and Night shows. I had this, like, irrational hatred for them for some reason, and Golden Girls was part of that, so I need to change my view on that. And another Dragon Sleeper.
Oh, and a Pele from Rose. I was always a huge fan of Nick and Night in general, but I watched the Golden Girls with my great grandma as a kid, so I guess I have an affinity for the show from that. But I haven't watched in a long time.
Bang bang!
Oh, and the
double team.
Golden Trigger double knee.
Strikes.
What's Ivy doing here? Just doing cartwheels for no apparent reason.
And Harley hit the ropes and then did nothing.
These ladies are crazy.
And will they get it?
Ooh.
Oh, and the kick out. My
Thank you, Paul.
Don't have the win yet.
Paul says a wonderful show. Oh, Harley with the Canadian Destroyer off the top. Blanche locking in sort of a half crab style submission, but hooking the arm as well. Ivy almost knocked herself out in the turnbuckle doing cartwheels again as Harley does a dance.
Now I need to know which pantsuit are you talking about, Atron 9K?
Hey, welcome, Atron. Probably Blanche since she's in the ring, I would assume, but maybe both of them. I don't know.
I'm still taken aback by the trouser situation on the referee. Look at the bulge on the trousers too.
It's a good thing we have mature content clicked on for this channel. Now Blanche and Ivy trading strikes here, but Blanche, the disc is close. But no, that fighting spirit from Ivy to fight right back. Both looking to tag out now. I have a feeling that we're approaching the finish here. And a 3D.
Another one. We gotta be calling it soon. We gotta be getting it.
Oh my, no. Rose just ran herself directly into the turnbuckle, clearly disoriented. Harley trying to choke her out. Wait, no, a knee.
Oh. Harley in the corner now.
The tree of woe. What's Rose looking to do here? Or just a slap right to the face and the yes chant.
Disrespect.
Well, speaking of disrespect, a low blow there. Oh, and that's how she won the match at Mat Mania against the Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Oh, only a 2 though.
Blanche trying to choke out Harley, but Blanche isn't legal.
There's no legal. Poison Ivy just left her partner in the middle of the ring. Tag out though. We'll see what happens here.
Oh no, Rose going for those trademark weapons. Oh, she just broke that light tube across the face of Ivy.
She must have been watching the free ICW show last night and seeing Reed Bentley and Akira going at it.
Oh man, I did not know about that show. Is it available on demand?
On IWTV it is. It is.
Oh, okay, I'm gonna have to check that out later. Oh, I think this is it.
Gotta be it. Gotta be done. We're done.
Oh, Harley and Ivy once again get the victory.
With the W.
Gotta say they decisively won this match and this feud after that.
It's this had to be the go home for it. Had to be.
GG, says Jackson Jordan. We appreciate that. That was one hell of a match. First women's match of the evening.
And I will say, Paul, Dr. Disrespected does suck. So.
I heard that he got banned from Twitch.
Banned.
But I don't know much about the situation.
The thing is, I'm not sure anyone does right now. I'm not sure there's a lot going on with the situation that anyone's aware of.
Alright, our next contest, an extension of the Barack Obama and Megazord feud. We've got Captain America, who has assisted Barack Obama in his battle against the MAGA powers, taking on Donald Trump. In the last 2 weeks in Mattitude, Captain America has earned singles victories over Mike Pence and the Megazord, so he's looking to make it 3 for 3 here tonight with Brian Zane from Wrestling with Regret as our referee. This is Trump's first singles match since he lost to Barack Obama at Mayhem last month. Of course, he participated in that 6-man tag team match in which Captain America debuted.
Wearing a little bit of a shorter tie than I would normally expect on Donnie. So
maybe he got some sort of sauce on it or something. Had to cut it a little bit. I don't know. Oh, that's stupid. I'm sorry.
Oh man, Jackson Jordan with dropping the gift subs. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you so much, Jackson.
El Gabong 2016, welcome to the party, and I don't know how to say that, but thank you.
And El Gabong gifting a sub to the East Twitch. Wow, thank you so much, guys. El Gabong is the guy.
Thank you so much, seriously.
El Gabong gifted me a sub to Jackson Jordan's channel, my first time checking his show out, so very generous on the part of both of you guys. Jackson Jordan, Jackson gifted subs to El Gabong and IP Sarah.
Okay. POTUS number 45. See how this goes. Our referee is rocking the Onisukas. You have to respect that.
The Onis, that's what they're called?
Oh yeah, the ASIC Onisukas, man. Those are the Bruce Lee shoes right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not the most fashionable individual, so I'm not familiar.
I'm kind of a sneakerhead, a very, very small amount. I only get what I like. I don't have like a collection or anything like that, but... Well, yeah, let's go. Let's go, guys.
And the TC Dub chant. Of course, like I said before, Jackson Jordan runs, I believe, 3 TCW shows a week, and IP Seraph has the TCW Gen X show on his channel, which I'm looking to get into myself pretty soon, create a character for that, once I figure out how to actually make a decent looking character in WWE 2K.
Oh, a stunner! Come on.
Hey, how's it going, Too Rude Remy? Too Rude Remy runs a TCW Twitter account.
Oh, hey, what's up, Remy? Glad to have you all in here. Glad to have everyone participating. Greatly appreciate all of you. I'm going to continually say that every time people talk and do stuff. So.
Yeah, me too, man. I mean, cannot thank you guys enough.
Stop. Ooh. Oh, missed the clothesline.
We really appreciate you guys subscribing, gifting subs, getting this channel to affiliate in the first place, and just continuing to support the show, especially after the 25-minute delay to start here. Oh, Trump with the big leg drop. I mean, seriously, if that was me watching somebody else's channel, I might have given up. So we appreciate you sticking with us.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God. What's that? The breakdown, I believe Jericho used to call it?
I think so. That's out of the Wayback Machine. I don't think I've seen that one in a long time.
El Kabong, thank you for gifting a sub to Too Rude Remy. Holy shit.
Guys, we're not worthy. Thank you guys so much, though. Thank you.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better. Oh, Trump just hit the Trump train on Captain America. Sorry to interrupt.
It's not happening. It's not happening. No, not like this.
Oh, 2.9. Yeah,
No.
oh man, that was too close. 5 minutes in, though. Come on. Hey guys, I did not expect any subs, to be quite honest. Just so the fact that you got what, 4 or 5 here already.
We're already getting the gift sub bombs being dropped now.
Man, thank you so much. I gotta mention that Donald Trump, even though he hasn't really, he wasn't successful in his feud against Obama, in our very first show, the Coronavirus Cup, Donald Trump advanced to the finals of the 8-man tournament and only lost to New Jack, just barely. So Trump has been pretty successful in singles competition against people not named Barack Obama.
Well, and if there was going to be a competition about a virus, I'm really glad it came down to Trump and New Jack, though. That seems kind of fitting. So,
yeah, we ran the Coronavirus Cup on April 3rd and just kind of planned it as a one-time, like Captain America with the cover. 2.
1. Come. Oh.
It was planned as a one-time thing, and we just decided to start streaming every week, and here we are on our 15th show, and things are going great thanks to all you guys tuning in and participating and subscribing and just everything you're doing to support, man. It's fucking awesome, and we love you guys for it.
Love to see support, love to see people getting involved in stuff, and Too Rude Remy, I'd kind of prefer if you called me Dirt or Big Poppy, but you know. Oh no!
No, he didn't go for the cover though.
Okay, good.
Captain America is just having trouble getting any sort of offense going here. And now as I say that, he just punched Trump out, so maybe that's what you're seeing. Oh, the big spear! Shades of Rose Nyland in the cover.
Gotta be done. Gotta be done.
2.9 only.
Oh. Whoa, Jackson, we can share, man. We can share.
Apparently there's history there. And of course, with Remy running the Twitter account for TCW, you gotta think he and Jackson have an intimate and special relationship. TCW is all about love, as is the MWF.
El Kabong understands. There's no hate. It's all about love. It is all about the love that we can share.
Ooh, big DDT from Trump. Oh my God, Captain America with a chest break. Or Trump with the chest break for Captain America. I think
no cover.
Trump might be getting too cocky.
Magazine earlier.
Yeah, I totally agree with you there. The MAGA powers are perhaps a little too cocky for their own good. And Trump now suplexed outside the ring as Captain America catches his breath.
Everyone's catching their breath.
Even Brian Zane there. Oh, this spinning neckbreaker type maneuver from Trump. I think he's in the ropes. No! Brian Zane says no. Only 2 though. That super soldier serum perhaps kicking in for Captain America. Half of this stuff is all censored for me on mobile with the asterisks, unfortunately. Trump with the big leg drop off the top and the clothesline, though. We got a lover's quarrel here in the chat. Trump with, oh, is that Razor's Edge once again, the crucifix powerbomb. No.
It's never happened. No.
No, Trump did it. Trump has defeated Captain America, crushing all our hopes and dreams.
He beat America's ass.
My God. That is poetic, the way you put it.
Apparently we had a full transformation in the chat. Too Rude Remy has now become a blow-up doll.
Oh no, when did that happen?
No, just recently apparently. Oh shit, we have the real Al Bundy in the chat as well.
Al Bundles from TCW, he was the first guy from TCW to check out our streams and show up in the chat. Thanks Bundles for being here. I don't know if the exclamation point bundles command works in this chat or if that's just a TCW thing. Let's see. Coming up next, we got a 6-man tag team match. The Dank Odor. Cheech and Chong have been talking about the Dank Odor to the MWF. And their third match, as was revealed this past Thursday, is Rob Van Dam. So Rob Van Dam.
That's a trio I'd like to hang out with. That's a trio I think I'd get along with pretty well.
Sounds like a good time, honestly. Rob Van Dam, Cheech and Chong taking on Winnie the Pooh, Donald, and Goofy from the Disney Dynasty with parts crap became a thing, so feel free to discuss whatever or ask any questions. What's up, Chris? I don't know.
We're again really happy to have all you here. I'm blown away by the turnout and everybody being here. Thank you for sticking with us through what was a tumultuous beginning.
Putting it lightly.
Yeah. We got it worked out though, and we're getting ready to start what, our 4th match of the evening?
This is a feud that has been brewing for the last few weeks. Winnie the Pooh and Donald Duck were able to get a tag team victory over Cheech and Chong this past Thursday. So hopefully, for the sake of the Dank Order, the addition of Rob Van Dam will allow them to obtain a different result this evening.
And I know I'm supposed to stay impartial, but I've already picked winners for everything else. So I'm going to have to side with my marijuana-loving brothers over there with the Dank Order.
That's the Dank Odor.
The Dank Odor, I'm sorry.
Oh, no, that's alright. It's hard to keep track of all this if you haven't been following the show on a regular basis, I understand. We got Donald Duck recently coming off plastic surgery. That parts craft face. Goofy, of course, looking pretty dapper himself. But these guys in the Disney Dynasty, along with Aladdin, who will be competing later tonight, they just take every opportunity they possibly can to cheat. Low blows, weapon shots, just any shortcut possible, they will use it. Jackson Jordan, the Disney World Order, I guess. They are a lot like the NWO, honestly.
I would definitely, if there was a Disney World Order t-shirt, I would definitely purchase it.
Or maybe it's a thing with Dirty. I'm kind of new to TCW, so I'm not familiar with all the factions and all that yet.
Dank World Order.
Ah, okay, thank you.
World Odor. Dank World Odor.
I don't know. They're a group of multiple names. You got Snoop Dogg as the referee. You gotta wonder if he's got any sort of bias here.
Wearing the different Onisugas, but still rocking the Bruce Lees. You got to give the power advantage here to RVD.
It's on 77. Sorry, I was having a quick conversation with my fiance.
You're all good. You're all good. Oh.
Daquan is back in the chat cheering for Goofy. According to Daquan and his wife, their daughter, big fan of Goofy. Hopefully Goofy doesn't do any questionable stuff that might change that.
Hi, Daquan!
Shannon saying hi to Daquan.
And already tagging out a very uneventful first little bit between these two, and Goofy and Van Dam. Oh, Van Dam to the outside already.
Goofy was just mocking RVD there. Oh, hey Logan, thanks for the shout out, man. Good to see you here. Logan, of course, is the co-host for first 11, 12 shows. So it's good to see him supporting. Logan normally streams Fantasy Zone Wrestling on Sunday nights. This week's broadcast was delayed till tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
Well, hi Logan. Thanks for the job.
Logan, of course, long-haired, bearded, good-natured Southern guy. So I guess you kind of were born for this role, Chris. You just
I guess so, man. I guess so.
filling those shoes.
I will say Winnie the Pooh looks like an abomination.
Oh yeah, you should, and just wait till you see the way he behaves, biting people's faces, busting out claws, stab people in the throat, and he has a tendency to teabag individuals. There's no other way to put it. He's straight teabagging those dudes. So you'll probably see him break that out. Oh, and what, the double powerbomb here from Cheech and Chong.
Oh, and the stomp's going in at it now.
As Logan said in the chat, he had some personal stuff come up, so he's unable to make the commitment to stream every Thursday. But glad to have him back here in the chat tonight and watching.
Wait, Daquan calling out the hashtag destroy Dank Order. Come on.
Daquan's a big fan of the Disney Dynasty.
Okay.
But this is the first time we've seen either of these two teams as trios. Donald Duck and Winnie the Pooh teamed up as a regular tag team. Cheech and Chong, of course, have done the same. This is RVD and Goofy both making their debut here in the MWF. Oh, Donald just completely whipping on that drop kick.
Nowhere close to the mark on that one.
But he had a sort of standing falcon arrow there. It's got to be hard for Snoop Dogg to keep control of this match.
Come from a suplex first.
Oh, and Goofy and Donald with the double. Looked like Donald was setting up for a top rope maneuver, but Goofy had other ideas. Or he just slaps Goofy in that giant schnoz of his.
And tags out.
Since with Logan here in the chat, we got to mention, I don't know if it was his first crush, but one of his early crushes was on Goofy's wife or girlfriend, I believe it was. I think her name was Roxanne in the Goofy movie. And correct me if I'm wrong.
No, it's Disney season Roxanne, yeah. You were in fact correct.
It's Roxanne and Asuka at the top of his list of fantasies. Oh no, he would doggy Roxanne.
Oh, buddy.
That is far from the worst. If you go back and listen to some of the stuff he said on past streams, it's way worse than that.
Oh, I'm sure. I have no doubt about that. And I'm sure I'll say some questionable stuff too.
Oh, I fully approve of any sort of vulgarity here. As long as it's not a personal attack on anybody, then be as vulgar as you want.
No, I'm not going after anybody in our chat. That would be
rude.
rude.
No. I wouldn't expect you to, but I just wanted to clarify. Of course, there's some limits to just, common sense.
Apparently we're starting to turn into a Roxanne fanfic channel, though, in the chat.
Daquan saying Roxanne's a cutie, too, yeah.
Tagging out Goofy, just kind of getting taken to town right now.
Well, apparently now that we've...
shuffling around up there.
I'm guessing now that we've got affiliate rank, that's how people are able to highlight their messages and use the rewards. I've got to look into customize. What the hell is Goofy doing? I've got to look into choosing custom rewards and emotes and all that stuff. Didn't really have a whole lot of time in between unlocking affiliate this past midnight on Thursday night and then doing this show here, but hopefully we can get that straightened out by Magnitude on Thursday. Offer some sort of reward for all the new subscribers. Winnie the Pooh is just waiting for Goofy to get done doing his business, I guess. Okay, you're still there, good.
Every time I look up and see Winnie the Pooh, I just get terrified.
Yeah, he is quite frightening, man. He's got this... He's always got that mouth open showing his teeth. Oh, and donkey punches.
Oh, just back of the head. Come on, get in there, ref. Oh, wait, no DQ, so never mind.
That's right. He can earn a submission from strikes. We've seen that happen, I believe. I don't remember who did it. Somebody submitted strikes in the match before. It's hard to keep track of just so many shows. Dex LGK saying, I'm Matt Young. That's how he makes fun of my voice. I'm sorry, this is just how I sound ever since I was 14. I can't help it.
You've had a voice that deep since you were 14?
Yeah, it just kind of happened. I don't know.
Good God, so did you start smoking at age 9?
No, I smoked for a few years in my 20s, but no, that's it. I don't know how this voice happened.
Give up.
Oh, figure 4 leg lock.
It's my only redeeming quality. Let me enjoy it. Actually, I don't enjoy hearing it. Other people seem to. Yeah.
Buddy, I'm right there with you. My voice does not sound in my head anything like it sounds to me when I self-recorded. So.
Yeah, I think that's something that's pretty common with a lot of people.
Also, I'm gonna throw back here for a second. I think when Cheech locks in the figure 4, is it the figure 420 leg lock?
Oh yeah, actually, I never thought of it that way. Well, that's a good name for it. Very well put. Daquan saying snooch bias towards the dank odor, and also saying welcome to the show, Chris.
Hold on. You have to read the whole thing. He also says that Barry White is a good guy.
He says I sound like Barry White for some reason.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's entirely off base.
I also get Chef from South Park on Facebook when people who are friends of mine on social media hear my voice for the first time.
Yeah, you sent me the voice clip thing a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, good God.
Give up.
Yeah, that's the usual reaction. Now, I'm like 170 pounds now. Back when I was 125, like, people would be physically taken aback. Like, I've had some... back when I was, like, in my early 20s, I went to Game Crazy and asked this lady working there where I could find something, and she just, like, gasped and grabbed her chest and just took a step back, like, ooh, honey, I did not expect you to sound like that. Oh, Pooh biting the face of Cheech. She's just bleeding. Are you still with us, Chris?
Yeah, man, I'm still here. I was looking at the carnage.
Okay. I just wanted to make sure after our audio issues earlier.
No, I'm still here. And, he missed with the strikes. What is it? He tried to get him disqualified in the match with no rules?
That is why we had to turn off disqualifications, because some of the heel teams had a tendency of doing that. In the Tag Team Championship Tournament to crown our initial champions, Beavis and Butthead pulled that trick against Rick and Morty and got Rick and Morty disqualified. So after that, I was like, well, we just can't allow it. We gotta have some measure of fairness, especially with titles on the line. Big power bomb from Cheech and a cover.
Not happening yet. I just don't see that.
Oh, 2.9. That was close. Snoop Dogg perhaps a little slow to make the count. I don't know how much he was enjoying himself before the match here.
Probably a little pre-match ritual with the dank odor, if I had to guess.
Well, hey, if so, it doesn't seem to be affecting the dank odor's performance too badly here. I guess they're kind of accustomed to it after all these years.
Would affect performance more than anything.
That is a good point. I think RVD wrestled every single one of his matches while high. And judging by his Impact promos that I've seen online recently, not much appears to have changed. El Cabal saying DW over live. Dex asking what is Matt's OnlyFans?
It's only Matt reading he just reads Anne Rice romance novels, so that's all he does.
Oh no. You would have to pay.
I've been trying to talk him down on the price, but he's set on it.
You would have to pay me a lot of money to read that shit.
Not a Vampires fan?
I mean...
Or not a Vampires romance fan?
Yeah, that's fair to say. I'm not much of a romance fan. Oh, RVD is Myths of 5-Star Frog Splash.
Oh.
Vampires are alright, just depends on the context, I guess. Like, vampire romance makes me think of Twilight. So,
also, everything has broken down.
Yeah, there's 2 chairs, a piece of a table, a barbed wire bat on the outside of the ring. Got half the...
I don't even know who's legal anymore.
Yeah, I want to say Cheech and maybe your guess is as good as mine at this point. They're just beating the shit out of Chong on the outside. Winnie the Pooh with these. I told you the Disney characters love to cheat. Oh, and Pooh with the big spear. Donald with his trademark wacky submission that I don't have a name for. The Quack Attack.
Still completely uncertain of the things are... Oh. Chong was legal?
I guess so.
Would not have guessed that from the beating he was just taking.
So it's RVD and Winnie the Pooh are illegal, or is Donald still legal?
I think RVD and Winnie the Pooh at this juncture, but I'm not positive.
Who just broke out that claw? That's his trademark.
RVD might be dead.
But no, he's fired up now. Apparently he smoked enough to numb the pain. Donald's going for the submission again. Yep, so it's Winnie the Pooh and RVD are legal men here. And Winnie the Pooh is just going for the weapons again. He just wants to take a piece out of Chong, literally.
He's just trying to kill the man. You know, these guys don't like the effects that marijuana have on young teens. They want them to stay young and enjoy Disney films. And, you know, they're doing it for the good. Someone is thinking of the children.
What about the effects on the children with Pooh using all his weapons and biting people's faces till they bleed, though?
Well, we have the mature rating for a reason.
That is true.
They don't need to know, this is the Disney After Dark, so...
So Goofy is a legal name for Disney. Well, I did not... Wow. Okay, now that we got this straightened out finally, and now it's Pooh and RVD. Yeah, we never know when it could break down again. Winnie the Pooh is trying to...
Oil on this one. This one's going the distance.
Yeah, I would expect nothing less from these 2 teams.
That's true, that's true.
Winnie the Pooh is going to go... No, not going for the cover yet. RVD getting a chance to tag out with Chong. I don't know if I would tag Chong in that situation. Chong has got me...
Chong is taking a massive beating.
But as I say that, he powerbombs Winnie the Pooh like it's nothing. Wow, Chong is proving me completely wrong. Chong has just defeated Winnie the Pooh. The Disney dynasty in what I would call an upset has fallen to the dank odor. Tommy Chong.
Was Chong possibly playing a little possum? Who knows?
Oh wait, holy shit. Let's look at the chat again.
Whoa!
Dex LGK is gifted 3 tier 1 subs. Atron 9K, Brandy Cats, and Penguin. And a fourth one to Soda Poppin', who I don't even think is watching this, but that's his favorite, one of his favorite Twitch streamers. Thank you so much, dude. Holy
Dude,
shit.
thank you. Dex, thank you so much for everything. We greatly appreciate it.
Dex LGK, I won't reveal his real name on here since he probably wouldn't want me to, but he is one of my best friends for quite some time. So, really appreciate that, man. Thank you so much. This is wild. I am running out of ways to say thank you, but I'm not going to stop doing it.
We got caught up in the match, and holy shit.
I was trying to keep track of all 6 men going at it. Wow. Easy. And menu's lagging again. Just trying to get this next match set up real quick. I don't want to keep everybody out too late after that late start, you know? Oh no. Don't tell me. Well. Is he not here?
No, I'm here.
No, I'm sorry. Okay. I was looking for the Flash and it wasn't under F. For some reason he's up here. Didn't know in there. Now, neither of these two guys have competed here in the MWF before, but for our pay-per-views, we usually like to have one special attraction match. We had the Golden Girls against the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. Team match. We had Tupac versus Big E last month at Mayhem.
Now, I'm kind of, so from what I can gather, my boys in the Killer Clowns from Outer Space have not fared very well.
The Golden Girls. So we have, they didn't really put on the most impressive showing.
Yeah, they'll get there. I have faith in them.
We don't always have time to feature all the competitors due to the fact that there's only one show a week, but we try to. Wins and losses affect who gets spots on the next card. That's just how it goes. Let's get back to the chat here.
Oh yeah, coming back to it.
And Dex LGK has gifted a tier 1 sub to Daquan. He's given 5 gift subs. Thank you so much, dude. Holy shit. We got, Daquan's asking if that's Barry or Wally. I believe that is Barry. But I did not create these wrestlers, admittedly. I create the rings and the logos and stuff, but as far as wrestlers, I download what's available on, PowerPro.net. See if I can. I guess there's not a way to view all the total subscriptions from this stream in one handy dandy list. At least not on the mobile version. Oh, we're just the fast and furious action for the flash and reverse flash. Oh god.
Who knows what's gonna happen?
They could break the time stream here.
It actually is too fast to keep up with.
Yeah, there's no way we can call these moves.
I saw an airplane spin. You camel clutch.
And another camel clutch.
Well, we have both things. Don't know who had it, but we had one.
Dex LGK saying he's got to go. Well, thank you so much for coming to watch and for gifting those 5 subs, man. That was fucking awesome. Thank you, dude. Enjoy it.
Just come here and just drop the gift sub bomb and then be like, I gotta go holler at Vicky.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Vintage Dex LGK. Hey. Oh, and reverse flash has done it. I was like, guys, I just wanted to put a match between the two flashes and put it at normal speed is 100. I put it at 800 for this match. I just wanted to see what would happen and figured, hey, it's not going to take up too much time.
No.
There's no way you can just watch the flash in normal speed.
No, it wouldn't make any sense.
So that was just for shits and giggles. But
The match ended with a Hurricane Rana. I'm sure it did.
I saw the pinfall, but that's about it. I'm gonna change the settings back to 100. Well, that was brief.
Well, not the first time I've heard that.
Oh,
But not lately, though.
quick shot, Koran. All right, this next matchup, Dex LGK, is going to be sad that he left before this. This is a match that has been building for quite some time, ever since April 30th at Matt Mania. Carol Baskin made her debut in the corner of Beavis and Butthead in the match for to crown the initial tag team champions, and Beavis and Butthead were unsuccessful. Joe Exotic and a real live fucking Tiger won those titles and held them for a month and a half up until 3 weeks ago. And Ronald McDonald and the Hamburger were able to defeat Joe Exotic and a real live Tiger when the Tiger submitted. The next week, it was revealed that the Tiger, after mauling Joe Exotic backstage, the Tiger revealed that he had been working for Carol Baskin for at least a month, and that he submitted in order to cost Joe Exotic those titles.
That bitch Carol Baskin.
That's right. That is a part of her official name, I guess. That bitch Carol Baskin. So Joe Exotic, from his hospital bed, demanded a match. He wanted to fight them both. So we got a handicap match here. Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't following the actual title loss. Their rematch 2 weeks after, the Tiger did not show up for the match. So Joe Exotic lost a handicap match, and he was mauled after that backstage. I apologize for the error there. Super Ness Rocks 444, who's one of our regular viewers, who unfortunately does not seem to be here tonight. He was a huge fan of the Tiger and just got incredibly pissed off when the team lost the titles and then split up. He's now campaigning for the Tiger to hold every single championship in the company, which isn't even possible. Check once again, make sure the settings are right, and here we go. It's gonna be.
Did you turn off the 800% speed?
Yeah, I just had to double check on that. There was a time on the last show that, or the last pay-per-view, that I forgot to turn off elimination rules after the Shield and Disney Dynasty match. So then our tag team title match, which coincidentally involved Joe Exotic and the Tiger, we thought that it was over after the first pinfall, but no, the elimination rules were still on.
Well, these things happen.
Yeah, we just... That's what I'm trying to
There she is, that bitch Carol Baskin.
Her first ever match here on the Mat Wrestling Federation. Eastx Twitch booing Joe Exotic. Apparently he was a fan of that bitch Carol Baskin and the Tiger.
Actually, I mean, is it possible to just boo everyone but possibly the Tiger? Because the Tiger hasn't done anything wrong, I think.
Well, I mean, it depends on your point of view, I guess. He mauled Joe Exotic, but if you don't like Joe Exotic, then I guess you can find a way to justify that. But the Tiger has proven to be one of our more popular competitors, so kind of wondering how people are going to react. Oh, Joe Exotic immediately going for the balls of the Tiger.
Oh.
Joe Exotic's out for blood.
I'd say you're better than that, but we all know you aren't.
Honestly,
Tiger coming back strong with the strikes to the face. Oh!
After the Tiger cost their team the titles and then mauled Joe backstage, I can't really blame him for that.
Fucking airplane toss just happened from a Tiger.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's not even the craziest thing you might see from the Tiger here if he busts out his full moveset. I'm not going to spoil anything, but people who have been watching every week will be familiar with some of the crazy maneuvers that this Tiger pulls off. His legal name, by the way, is a real live fucking tiger.
Real life fucking okay.
I'm guessing that Carol
Baskin's just letting it happen to her teammate.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm guessing Carol will let the tiger do most of the work, but maybe she'll want to maybe she's trying to pick the bones here.
Joe's not done with the tiger. He's not paying any attention at all to Carol. Oh, until the big suplex coming through.
Yeah, he's been wanting to get his hands on her even before the tiger turned on him. I mean, obviously, anyone who's watched Tiger King or is even vaguely aware of it is, knows about their long-standing feud. And Joe Exotic was able to secure his work release from prison to compete here in the MWF. He gets out on Thursdays and one Sunday a month, depending on when he's scheduled, in order to compete in these matches.
Did you see that she technically now she legally has control of his tiger sanctuary?
Yeah, that's got to piss him off even more.
He's fighting for his livelihood right now.
Joe Exotic is actually incarcerated in a jail in Fort Worth, which is very close to where I live. So even though visitations unfortunately aren't allowed, I'm considering writing him a letter, because apparently he writes back according to what people post on the face. Oh, holy shit. Joe just grabbed Carol right by the groinal region.
The clam, the clamel clutch,
There you go. Daquan saying Joe Exotic will have his revenge. But what I was saying, I was thinking of writing him a letter and sending him a picture of the character to be like, hey, you were the tag team champion with the Tiger, and now you're fighting Carol Baskin, and just see what he says. I mean, it'd be kind of cool to get a response. Oh, Mr. T making it count. Oh, Carol Baskin knew the Tiger was going to kick out there.
Have you seen the thing where the guy sent him he sent Joe Exotic the fake baseball card that has his name on it?
He's like, never played baseball a day in my life.
Yep.
I believe that. Oh, the airplane's spin again. Tiger just tossing Joe Exotic like a rag doll. By God. Oh, wait. Joe with the Tiger driver. Is Carol going to get in there? Oh, she barely made the save. Joe Exotic does the Tiger driver and the Tiger driver 91, which is the variation where he drops the guy on his neck. Just grabbing Carol by the groin again. Clam. Oh, wait. This is what I was referring to earlier.
What are we saying?
The worm.
The worm. The tiger. It's the worm.
My God. And apparently that's winded him. He's tagging out to Carol Baskin. Joe just constantly going for the balls and or lady bits. Carol with the moonsault on Joe. Oh my God, that was close. Mr. TR referee pitying fools.
Oh, you know the saying, in every city there's fools to pity.
Damn right. Joe just punching Carol in the face here, laying in those strikes. Carol Baskin tossed into the corner. What's Joe? Is he putting her in the tree of Joe?
10 minutes ago.
Oh no! Carol Baskin using Joe Exotic's own finisher against him, but they were in the ropes. That could have done it right there. That's the ultimate, well, maybe not the ultimate insult. Maybe taking over his zoo was more of an insult, but damn, that was close.
It's up there. It's up there. Joe is, you can see the effects. He's getting tired. He's winded. He needs to put this one away soon or he's going to be down.
He has no one to tag out to. I think is she doing it again? The Tiger driver again. This is it. Oh, 2 point. No, Joe survives somehow. But you got to think his best chance is trying to pin Carol Baskin, because that Tiger, not exactly the fastest competitor. He's going to be slow to get in there to break up any potential pinfall. They're both down now.
But she can't capitalize. She can't capitalize on the DDT.
Carol Baskin probably not in ring shape. Joe Exotic with the Tiger bomb again, but not to the legal competitor. Carol just doing a wacky little dance there for all you cool cats and kittens.
We'll see what's about that. Oh, to the outside.
But Carol not letting Joe get any rest here.
No, Joe should have taken the advantage, or should have taken the time to go out and get a weapon and attack the tiger. I feel like that's the only way you're going to weaken a beast like that.
Maybe not the only way. Trading strikes. Who's going to get the better?
I don't think I'd trade strikes with an actual fucking tiger, though. Or a real-life fucking tiger.
Oh, the tiger. Knocked down the tiger momentarily, but then the tiger with a huge headbutt. The tiger's head is nearly as big as Joe Exotic's torso.
Joe with the sidewalk slam.
Joe was hung in here a lot longer than I expected him to be quite honest.
Yeah, I figured this one was going to be put away rather quickly. Oh, she got the tag out and he misses the clothesline. Can he take any advantage of what's about to happen here?
Locking in groin claw to the illegal competitor. Probably a mistake there. I don't know if Carol got all of that moonsault, but she seems to be going for it again. If she goes for the cover, no. If she went for the cover there, it might have been over, but she gives Joe a chance to hit another tiger driver too close to the corner.
Nah, definitely getting broken up.
And he hits it on the...
He wasn't in good positioning either. And a tiger driver, oh, broken up.
A third moonsault. No, I think I missed that time. Joe just, he can't control himself. He wants to destroy both of his opponents, and he keeps going. He doesn't care who the legal individual is. I can't say man, neither of them are men.
Dancing away.
Adding insult to injury. How's that Broken Skull IPA treating you?
Broken Skull IPA is treating me well. I might have to go grab a second one after this contest.
All right. Carol with the cover after the moonsault, and only two.
Joe just has the spirit as young as one of his husbands.
Oh my. They come on asking, where's the sardine oil? As Joe Exotic goes up top, dropping the big elbow.
Oh, if he'd missed that, I think that one...
Oh, he missed the splash.
Too many times.
He should have hit the splash the first time around and tried for that cover. Big DDT. Carol going. Oh no. The Tiger Driver 91.
So many times.
But again, making the mistake of going after the illegal competitor instead of trying to pin the person who's legal.
Joe not going for any covers so far.
This might be it.
Oh.
Oh, Baskin breaking that up. And all the Rick Rude hip swivel. That's a little bit gross.
A little bit gross? Oh, that gotta be done.
The Tiger, what's he going for?
Just gonna give him a minute to catch his breath while they dance.
Big fan of dancing, those two. And the Tiger suplex to the outside.
But Joe cannot capitalize. He's just too tired, too down.
Another DDT, this time from the Tiger to Joe Exotic. Joe just surviving to the 20-minute mark is impressive enough on its own.
As a man on his own fighting against his arch nemesis and a real-life fucking tiger, Joe, go under the ring. No, why didn't he grab a weapon?
Oh, this is it.
Oh, the victory roll. The victory roll.
Appropriately named. He just, again, impressive less than the 20-minute mark, but it was too much for him to take on those two competitors at once, especially when one of them is a 7-foot-tall tiger. Come on.
A real-life fucking tiger.
Man. Well, gotta give all the credit in the world to Joe Exotic for surviving as long as he did and performing as well as he did, but man, that was just too much for him to endure. Our next match, though, You might want to grab your beer before this. It's a 6-pack challenge. It's one fall to a finish.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go snag another beverage. I'll be right back. I'll be right back.
Oh, okay. And I guess I have to switch to Battle Royal for this match to have to work. Just bear with me for a moment here. Fire Pro makes me switch modes. One fall to a finish to determine a #1 contender to the World Championship. See who will challenge the winner. The Captain Planet versus Superman main event tonight. Challenge them at a future date. Wait to run down the list of competitors after Chris is back. Most of you probably already know who's in the match.
Red Shoes is the only good referee for this match. Unless you had someone else in mind.
No, I just use custom referees. I was thinking, I don't know, Party Boy or an actual floating piece of shit. Who you pick, Chris?
Oh, poo. It's gotta be the actual floating piece of shit.
Alright, Daquan's a big fan of his too, so. Floating. I gotta change the difficulty back to 10 and all that since I switched to Battle Royal, as the Battle Royal is what they use for any sort of triple threat, fatal 4-way or higher type of match. I'll have to check the chat in a minute here after I pick out the competitors. We got 6 men vying to be the #1 contender to the World Championship. Aladdin, who had his undefeated streak ended by CM Punk recently, but then Aladdin was able to get back on the winning track this past Thursday with a victory over The Rock.
I'm checking the chat. What do you have to say, Jackson? We in here?
Aladdin, CM Punk.
Chat words. Well, you know, that's pretty much all I've been saying all night, so I feel you. I feel you.
So
Paul is already claiming, he's calling his horse right now and saying Aladdin's gonna take it home.
Aladdin has been incredibly successful for the most part. Like I said, one loss to his name, and that was in a match against CM Punk. So nothing to be ashamed of. Punk is championship last month.
Strong competitor.
He almost defeated Captain Planet, who was undefeated in singles competition and a world champion since the start. And our final competitor, of course, Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby has defeated CM Punk and Hulk Hogan in recent weeks. Lost to New Jack by knockout a couple weeks ago. But all these competitors have been battling each other to see who's going to challenge for the world title next, and none of them have emerged as a clear #1 contender. So that's why we're having this one fall match here tonight.
Well, who do you like for this? Who do you like?
You know, it's hard to argue against any of these competitors, but I have to go with Bill Cosby. Bill Cosby's only loss, at least to my recollection, has been to New Jack, and that was by knockout. I don't recall him being pinned or submitted. And Bill Cosby's earned pinfall victories over Hulk Hogan, over CM Punk. So I'm gonna have to go with Cosby.
I'm gonna take my boy. I'm gonna go with Chicago's own, the chick-made Punk right there.
Yeah, and you know Punk's tights kind of match with the ring too, with the logo.
He's a piece of shit, just out of reach for the pinfall. Not that I think Punk would have gotten very far on Aladdin with that one, but doing what he can.
East X Twitch cheering for Aladdin. Brandy booing the racist Hulk Hogan. And I know Daquan is going for CM Punk. Daquan is one of the biggest Punk fans I know. Him and Logan both bigger Punk fans than even I am.
Daquan, I'm in for my podcast partner for the Friends with Benefits podcast has, New Jack bringing in the weapons. Has actually met CM Punk a couple times. He went to at C2E2, he waited in line and got a professional photo done and waited in line and got a pop figure signed.
New Jack and Aladdin just hit a 3D. Was it? I can't even keep track of who it was. There was a 3D right there. This action is going to be hard to keep track of here.
Rock with a big suplex on New Jack. The light tube is just sitting there waiting to be busted on somebody.
Chekhov's light tube, some might say. Of course, I'm sure that's not the only weapon we're going to see brought into the ring in this match.
I hope not. I hope not. I'm expecting some ultra violence given the competitors in there.
Wait, there's a cover there, only a 1 count. As our regular viewers know, Aladdin always keeps a pair of brass knuckles in his pants.
Oh.
That's how he's won numerous matches here in the MWF.
Hard to keep track of what's going on. Hard to keep track. Oh, Bill Cosby just took down CM Punk and The Rock, though, and then went after Aladdin with a...
now he took down Rock. He just broke the light tube over Bill Cosby's head. Cosby bleeding but not knocked down. The Pooh doesn't even know where to go.
Give up.
Aladdin just hitting a rock bottom on CM Punk.
Disrespect to The Rock, who's actually in the ring.
Oh, and Bill Cosby, his finisher is the pudding pop drop, which is a version of the rock bottom, kind of like the rock bottom bookend difference with Booker and The Rock.
Yeah.
Rock with the sharpshooter on Cosby.
Give up.
No.
Are there any now rope breaks or no rope breaks in a match like this?
There are rope breaks.
Okay.
At least as far as I'm aware, there are rope breaks.
Give up.
I didn't turn them off in the menus.
Well, Punk seems a little discombobulated right now. Throwing Aladdin into the ropes, then picking up Bill Cosby.
I'm a little discombobulated.
Well, that makes 3 of us then.
Oh wait, what's Aladdin with a full Nelson into a backslide? Cosby breaking that up. Now we've seen...
one count. I think this one, we might go a while here.
Yeah, see, we've seen a 6-pack challenge once before at Matt Mania to crown the first ever women's champion. That was a lengthy contest, but oh my god, wait, is it over already? It is! Aladdin just got knocked out. Who did it? I couldn't even see that. Well, how about that? Our shortest match, probably, in a while. Shortest match on the show for the no one contest. Who knocked out Aladdin? We're about to find out. Bill Cosby!
No!
I picked Cosby. Cosby knocked out Aladdin in 8 minutes and 4 seconds to become the #1 contender in the shock of the night in terms of match length and finish, at least. Well then, Bill Cosby will challenge the winner of the Captain Planet and Superman match. Bill Cosby's like, I know you guys are running long. I'm going to help you out here. Zip zap.
We're trying.
Jackson Jordan says, zip zap, you're taking a nap.
Oh my god. It's so wrong. But so
Bill
funny.
Cosby uses the go to sleep as well in most of his matches.
I'm sure he does.
Well, now I believe all that we have remaining are our 3 championship matches tonight. Yep. We got the Women's Championship, Captain Marvel making her first defense against Wonder Woman, who became #1 contender by beating Asuka and Rhea Ripley in a triple threat match 2 weeks ago. Well, 10 days ago. 2 episodes of Mattitude ago. As I say, ago 80 times. Let's see if Captain Marvel can become the first woman to ever successfully defend this championship. I guess I need to make it a title match. That would help. Again, see if I have to scroll through the list. No, I get it on the first try. Burt Reynolds, referee. Who you got in this one, Chris?
Buddy, I'm gonna say make mine Marvel and keep it with. I'm gonna say Captain Marvel is the first person, the first woman to defend that title successfully.
Oh no, don't tell me. Why is Wonder Woman not selectable?
No.
Alright, well. Fuck it. I'm not gonna just... Since you guys were stuck with us through all the delays at the beginning, hopefully you can stay with us for a couple minutes as I edit Wonder Woman, because some asshole who created her apparently made her a heavyweight, so she's not eligible to compete for the women's title.
What?
Yeah. I checked to make sure all the wrestlers were available and none of the downloads had been changed to not allow me to use them, but then now this is a thing apparently. So it should only take a minute or so, or 2 minutes. Yep, they made her a heavyweight. And she's the only woman in the heavyweight class, apparently, so...
Well, that's stupid.
Yeah, luckily it's a quick fix. So, should have no problems making this work now. Sorry about that. We've had problems before where people changed moves or parts on the edits and didn't allow us to use them, so we had to... Like Barack Obama was supposed to face Hitler in the main event of one of our early shows, and Obama wasn't selectable, so we had to replace him with Steve Urkel. And Urkel won with a groin claw to Hitler.
Well,
So that kind of worked out alright.
Also, I kind of hate myself for coming up with Clamwell Clutch.
Cancel Chris Coron, get it trending. No, don't do that. We don't want to cancel
don't.
Chris, he just joined. He's a good guy. Alright.
I try to be a good guy.
Thankfully, that did not take long to fix. So we get started with our... Oh, no, I changed it to a non-title match. Good thing I caught that. Alright. MWF Women's Championship, finally.
Let's get it on.
As the comedy of errors continues. We're working out the kinks, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if Brandy's not here, just gentlemen, I don't know.
Working out the kinks while also not kink shaming.
Absolutely not. Jackson Jordan saying, I'm out of here. I'm pretty sure he was kidding, but... Oh my god, that's the longest expletive I've ever seen. There's about 27 asterisks there.
Go back up. It's not loading the... Not keeping me up to date in the chat now.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, unfortunately.
Oh, it's... Captain Marvel definitely retaining the belt.
So far, Captain Marvel has only lost one match. She qualified for the initial 6-woman elimination match to determine the first champion at Matt Mania, but then she was the first woman eliminated. Ever since then, she's been undefeated, in at least in singles action. The main event this past Thursday was the 4 champions against the 4 challengers for tonight, and the challengers won that match, so technically a loss on Captain Marvel's record, even though she wasn't pinned or submitted.
Yeah, you can't blame her for that.
Will Smith pinned Captain Planet in that. Only the second time Captain Planet's ever been pinned. CM Punk beat him in a tag team match, but Captain Planet's still undefeated in singles. Will Smith and Carlton won a 2 out of 3 falls matchup over Beavis and Butthead to earn a shot at Ronald McDonald and the Hamburgers Tag Team Championships, which is going to be coming up next after this match.
Right. And I gotta say, there's more on the line than just the title here. This is also a brand supremacy battle.
Oh no, the dreaded brand supremacy.
Oh yeah, the brand supremacy. They're fighting for brand supremacy, just like WWE does for 3 weeks a year.
Yeah. Oh, Captain Marvel with the first cover here. Not even a 1 count, but yeah.
Not even a 1.
The I would say, at least until the Black Widow movie comes out in November, these are the 2 top female representatives for DC and Marvel when it comes to the movie theaters and cinematic branch.
I would argue with you that Harley Quinn might be bigger than Wonder Woman for DC in the film thing, but
yeah, that's that's a fair argument.
I think in terms of powerhouse, I think you have to give the edge to Wonder Woman there.
Honestly, I have no idea how the Harley Quinn and Suicide Squad movies, fared financially compared to Wonder Woman. But
no, Wonder Woman was a freaking blockbuster. I know Suicide Squad was trash, and I'm sure the Harley Quinn Birds of Prey film was hurt a bit by the dreaded coronavirus, which did lead to the COVID Cup. Is that what it was, or the Corona Cup?
Coronavirus Cup.
The Coronavirus Cup.
Fighting right outside, right in front of our announce table here.
Yeah. Need to see if there's a way you can make one of the announcers bearded with long hair.
Unfortunately, I don't think I can change the appearance of them, but that would be nice. I mean, the Harley movie was alright. It was better than I expected based on the trailers, but not as good as I would have liked being a fan of the character.
Fair. I enjoyed it. Our crowd, as always, is made up of the thugs from Streets of Rage.
Yeah, it does look like that. Hopefully they don't bust out any crowbars or anything like that. Daquan cheering for Wonder Woman.
Daquan, I'm not sure you and I have agreed on the match all night.
Oh, well, actually, you were both going for CM Punk, so there's that.
Well, that's fair. Well, but you called that one correctly, so...
Burt Reynolds taking a knee. Burt Reynolds taking a knee in the Liberty or Death ring. What does that mean? Just want to thank everybody again for tuning in and participating in the chat. All the gift subscriptions. Captain Marvel with a cover and a 2.9 already. Wow. So thank you everybody for continuing to watch, interact in the chat, subscribing, gifting subscriptions, giving bits. Just all that. Just all the overwhelmingly positive support. You guys are awesome. This has got to be by far our best viewed show. I mean, we had a record high of 19 viewers at the very end for the main event last Thursday after the raid from Sin City Wrestling. But in terms of average viewers, this is by far the best we've done. And especially after that, yeah, especially after that slow start, the fact that you stuck with us is awesome.
Big Blue, taking a second to pose. God, I think she's wasting a little bit of time there.
10 minutes gone.
This is a hard-hitting contest so far. Wonder Woman, despite her apparent facial deformity here, doing quite all right for herself. Oh, and I don't know what you call that move. She's earned victories with it before. Her trademarks are whatever the hell you want to call that, and the twisting tornado style vertical suplex.
Also, I'm kind of weirded out that it appears the bottom of Wonder Woman's boots don't have anything on them.
No, perhaps she wants to keep herself grounded. I don't know, maintain. Oh wait, Captain Marvel with the vertebraker. Yeah, I can't explain the boots.
It's a good bit, though. It's a good bit. Oh, just a standing drop kick. No cover still.
Oh, here it is. That's a spinning suplex. Oh, a brainbuster style maneuver there, actually, more than a suplex. This might be it.
No, not happening.
2 point. Yeah, she got cocky with that 1 foot cover. To be fair, Captain Marvel tried it earlier in the match. And the power slam from Captain Marvel. 2.9. Oh wait, it looks like Captain Marvel's got her foot on the ropes. But Wonder Woman still managing to kick out at 2.
I don't think you're going to get anybody with that 1 foot cover bullshit in a contest like this. I just don't see it happen. And another swing. Popular move this evening. Went for a ride for a while. Another acid drop.
Is she going for that Superman punch? No. The whirly bird type takedown. And the standing shooting star. Is this it? 2, 3.
Gotta go home.
Captain Marvel has become the first woman to successfully defend the MWF Women's Championship. That is impressive right there, especially over a competitor like Wonder Woman.
Well, I'd say I'm surprised, but, you know.
GG, says Jackson Jordan. Thank you for sticking with us, Jackson, despite having to change Wonder Woman's weight class in the middle of the stream. The first time we've seen that title defense graphic in regards to the Women's Championship. Coming to our semi-main event of the evening. The MWF Tag Team Championship. Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar defending against the upstart duo of Will Smith and Carlton Banks. Any predictions here, Chris?
I think I'm going to go, buddy, I think I'm going to go with yet another successful title defense. I think I've got to stick with it.
Well, the challengers are victorious over the champion team in the 8-man tag team match on Thursday, so perhaps all the title matches will end up going the other way tonight, and you'll be correct. Will Smith,
you know what the old adage is: if you win in a go-home show, you don't win on the pay-per-view.
So it has been in the past. But we'll see tonight. Will Smith and Carlton Banks only have 1 loss on their record. That was to Beavis and Butthead, and they avenged that loss in the #1 contender match 10 days ago. Snoop Dogg, our senior official, refereeing this contest here. Make sure it's a team entrance, yep.
Did you change it to a title match? You did? You did?
I did. Oh no. Jackson Jordan trying to cancel Chris for trying to take Remy away from him.
I still, well, you know.
It might be time to concede defeat.
I tried to get you to share. I wasn't trying to steal anybody. So
Jackson Jordan doesn't go halfsies. Will Smith and Carlton Banks looking to win their first tag team title here. Clearly the crowd favorites against the McDonald's team.
Rennie, cancel culture has been canceled, actually, if you follow Impact Wrestling.
Oh, yeah, that is true.
All right.
I just heard about the faction when Joey Ryan got fired.
Yeah.
Fight.
I don't know how long they were together. Ooh, Will Smith was going for that TKO early, but Ronald McDonald reversing. Oh, wait. Airplane spin.
Give up.
Oh, Will Smith going into the corner of the enemy for some strange reason.
Perhaps he's just that confident. Will Smith and the Hamburger are both known for being able to compete in matches without losing their hats.
Oh, the test of strength.
Will Smith looking like a bootleg Ron Jeremy, says Jackson Jordan. We did have Ron Jeremy as a referee here in the MWF. You might have seen him in some of our past streams. He didn't get a whole lot of work, but he unfortunately has been let go after recent developments.
I'd say he'll be missed, but you know.
I gotta be honest, it was not a great view seeing Ron Jeremy in what was basically a thong, bending down to make counts.
Hell, that's gonna haunt my dreams tonight, so thanks for that, Matt.
Well, you didn't have to actually see it.
Also fair.
Did you just crack open beer number 3?
Manhandling both men still.
Hamburglar definitely in control here. Pile drive. Oh, kneeling pile driver, I should say.
Oh, a running bulldog in return, though.
Is my audio still doing all right?
Yeah, I think you sound okay. You sound good. You sound good.
All right, the cord's getting a little bit tangled up, so I want to make sure it wasn't doing that crackling again.
No crackle yet. No crackle yet.
If we are fortunate enough to get to the point where we earn enough money here in order to actually get paid by Twitch, I definitely want to get a better mic for the stream. Because I tried using the PlayStation Gold headset and that was horribly distorted. People said I sounded like a robot, plus I was incredibly quiet no matter how loudly I spoke. And right now I'm having to use these earbuds that came with my Samsung Galaxy S9 Plus.
I'm using the ones that came with my old, gosh, I think these came with my Note 8.
Well, at least the Samsung earbuds are good quality for earbuds anyway, but I mean, everybody seems to be able to hear us okay now that, or barring the opening of the show.
Just need to remember to set the party chat to be able to allow audio.
Well, it should stay that way now that you've set it to that. Jackson Jordan says it's clear for using earbuds, so yeah, that's all we can really ask for. I don't have any other option at the moment, but hopefully that'll change.
Barely a 1 count. Barely a 1 count. Carlton seems to have some of the same head issues that Wonder Woman was facing.
Yeah, Carlton has not been able to get a lineup due to barbershops not being open with coronavirus and all that. Apparently his place hasn't opened back up, so his hairline's a little funky right now. The Hamburger.
I've been trying to get someone to fix up this undercut for a bit, just rolling around.
Oh, and it almost ends up in the rope, so no, only a 1 count there. That's got to be incredibly disorienting.
Both men tagging out after how disorienting that was.
Big
All
chop.
4 men in the ring.
Yeah, barbershops opened back up here in Texas about I want to say a month ago, like early May, so almost 2 months ago. Oh, Will Smith with just the sloth-like roll, embarrassing Ronald McDonald.
They open up here in Lexington on June 1st. Oh
my God, that's how Poison Ivy won earlier. 2, only a 1 count, no.
So you're not going to get Ronald with something like that. It's not happening. It's not happening. What kind of move is that? We're going to call that the 10-piece McNugget.
Give up.
It works for me. Ronald hasn't spent a whole lot of time in the ring here. Hamburger's been working the majority of the match, so Ronald's still pretty fresh.
And the plus side about Ronald is you also can't tell when he gets busted open with all the red hair and the face paint.
That is true, right?
Will Smith taking on both of them. And the quick tag out to bring Carlton back in with Hamburger.
And I just dropped my phone on the ground. Good thing it's in an OtterBox case. Just want to remind everybody that following the conclusion of the main event, I'm going to be making a big announcement about the future of the channel. So stick around for that.
What he's not letting you know is Matt is pregnant.
Now you just went and spoiled it. I might have been looking pregnant after the 2 months the gym was closed and I stayed the same body weight while losing muscle, but now I'm starting to get back in shape.
Well, hey man, you should have just taken up running like I did. I'm down 15 pounds. Meanwhile, everyone else in my office is talking about how they put on the COVID-19.
Oh god, I've heard quarantine 15, but not COVID. I just hate cardio. Like my back, I have bad knees and I have scoliosis and arthritis in my back, so cardio's already not fun. But I didn't want to lose weight. My problem was I just kept eating the same amount of calories and stuff that I was before, even though I wasn't able to lift. But I'm, like I said, basically back to normal now. After 5+ weeks back in the gym. Oh, the big.
I'm seeing your old post on Facebook and you were really skinny, and then we started going to the gym, and there was one of the first pictures you posted where you were like flexing. I was like, holy shit, Matt got huge.
I posted pictures on Reddit and on Facebook from after like 16 months of working out, and people were saying it was the Captain America transformation before and after, which was probably a bit too generous, but still flatter.
Well, yeah, it had to make you feel good.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, after having health problems for several years and just being so skinny and on all kinds of different like painkillers, anti-inflammatories, etc. from the doctor, and getting off those and getting back to the gym has definitely helps a lot of aspects of my life. So, and now here I am, a fancy Twitch affiliate, calling Fire Pro streams with Chris Goron.
Hey man, there are worse ways to live your life.
Oh, definitely.
Oh, the kneeling pile driver again.
Carlton taking down Ronald and the Hamburger. I'm sorry for boring everybody with all my workout talk. I know that's not really interesting to anybody else.
Well, meanwhile, one of my friends just texted me about shark boobs, so we can talk about that if the people want to.
I had a backyard wrestling stable that I was in. Me and a few of my friends formed a faction called Shark Dick Enterprises back in junior high. I don't know why I came up with that name or how Will Smith getting jiggy with it, but yeah, that was our name. So, I mean, shark boobs isn't that far off.
I'm into it. Oh, the disrespect of throwing him in the corner right next to his tag partner.
Oh, not just dancing.
Oh, the jig.
Getting jiggy with it himself, Ronald McDonald there. Will Smith thought to be out like, oh, Hamburger just smacking his own ass and pulling himself RVD style. Well, Ronald doing an incredibly elaborate dance routine. And Hamburger just paid for it.
A little too much. Oh, Hamburger's out. Giving him enough time. Nope, Carlton not taking the tag.
Now he tags out. Carlton with an impressive move there. I don't know quite what to call that. Oh, 2.9. That almost did it. Will Smith blocking off Ronald McDonald from breaking up that pinfall.
Nice.
Oh, and that crazy rolling will roll up from the Hamburger. Will Smith needs to get in there.
We're going to go ahead and call this the McGangbang.
Big game.
That is when you get a McDouble and a McChicken, and you take the two patties apart and put the McChicken in between.
I've not heard that, but it sounds delicious.
Ronald not even getting in there to help with the pinfall. It doesn't sound bad, but I actually am trying to cut the amount of fast food I eat, so...
Oh yeah, I'm not saying it's good for you, but it sounds tasty.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. No, the double drop kick.
A sharpshooter from Will Smith, this is it. Hamburger was slow to get in, but he breaks it up, and Carlton just leaving the ring too soon. Carlton fears the Hamburglar after getting that roll up a couple times. I would think of a better name for the roll. It was like a super... I don't know. I got nothing. But he rolled around the ring like 10 times before actually making the cover. Oh, Ronald is sitting on Will Smith's face. Carlton, what are you doing?
No one came in to help with that one.
Give up.
Now Carlton gets in there.
Way too close for ropes. Way too close for ropes.
Ronald tossing Will to the outside. Now Carlton at the mercy of Ronald and the Hamburger. The Will's back in. Hamburger now the legal man. Ronald, you should have replied that before tagging out.
He's just trying to weaken him. Hamburger, why are you letting him make the tag?
Honestly, at this point, I think that Hamburger feels like he'll have a better chance to defeat Carlton than Will.
That's fair, that's fair. Carlton's, yeah. Oh, another roll up. Too close, though. Too close.
Ronald not doing anything to stop that double team. Oh wait, Carlton with the Bulldog. Both men are down.
Everyone's taking a second to catch a breather.
Nice.
And
Will, get in there.
Another roll up. Come on, what's happening? What's happening?
Carlton managed to kick out, but Will was really slow to get in the ring here. Using that crippler crossface. But no, Hamburger with the Burger Buster. That's his finisher. Not making a cover. Probably a mistake.
Two leg drops, though, to the back of the head, which seems...
But he let him tag out. It was definitely a mistake there. Could have finished him. Kneeling pile driver to Will Smith. Hamburger looking to tag out to Ronald McDonald. Will going up top. Big elbow.
To not the legal man, though. And we're outside the ring again. The submission on the outside, he is just putting a hurting on Will Smith.
And the figure 8 from Ronald inside the ring to Carlton.
Hamburger doing the roll, doing the death roll to Will Smith out there.
Oh no, Ronald trying to fake a disqualification here. Will Smith's just like, what are you doing? Dropping a big elbow. This could be all. No, Hamburger's right there. Oh no, big super kick from Ronald. But again, allowing his opponent to tag out.
Oh!
Will getting jiggy with it. Carlton, twist of fate. Make this cover, Carlton, come on. No, you fool.
Yes.
He could have had, again, Ronald forgetting the rules. Somebody needs their moves edited.
Allowing yet another pin. Or not another pin, another tag.
Nice.
Hamburger with his strangely proportioned arms, pointing himself.
30 minutes gone.
Carlton needs to get the Hamburglar back in his corner, in the corner of Carlton and Will Smith. Thought Hamburglar might be tagging out, but no. Will Smith, the fresh man, and Hamburglar going for the roll-up, but it's too late. The tag has been made. He just likes doing this to Carlton. He seems to get off on it. I think he just likes fucking with Carlton.
Hamburger was taking a lot of punishment. He also hit that on, kind of forgetting where he is. He hit that move on the outside to Bill Smith.
Oh my God.
Oh, what a whiff. But yes.
Carlton, no. Carlton apparently having leg spasms, failing to break that up. Carlton maybe not in the best athletic condition. The snake eyes.
All right.
Hamburglar with the D'Lo Brown style frog splash, a low down.
But way too close to the other corner. Way too close.
It's coming down to the two powerhouses of the team as we pass the 30-minute mark, at least in Fire Pro time, which is twice as fast as real time. But no, Will, as soon as I say that, Will tags out to Carlton. Carlton seeming to fare better against Ronald than he does against the Hamburger.
Another twist of fate.
Too close to the corner. Hamburger slow to enter the ring. Oh, he still breaks it up. Will with the TKO.
Give up.
No, Will, why did you not break it up? Carlton has submitted to Ronald McDonald.
Oh.
Will Smith with the critical error.
I'm 2 for 2 already.
In title matches, absolutely, yeah. Doing better at making predictions than I am. Oh, man, that was an epic contest.
Jackson Jordan. A whole puss.
Jackson Jordan,
damn.
I cannot disagree with you there. Successful title defense for Ronald McDonald and the Hamburglar. As we head into our main event of the evening for the MWF World Championship. Captain Planet, the only one of our original champions to still hold on to his belt, at least for now. Superman has looked incredibly strong. Well, I guess there's really no surprise saying Superman has looked strong. But I mean, he has been defeated. He lost to CM Punk in a tournament to determine New Jack's challenger for the title at Matt Mania. And actually, I believe that's Superman's only singles loss to this point. Captain Planet, though, has not lost any singles matches. Gotten pinned twice in tag matches, including this past Thursday in the main event. Will Smith beat him.
I'm actually going to go against how I normally, or how I've gone in the past two. I'm going to say new champ.
I think I agree with you. Superman has everything it takes to beat Captain Planet. CM Punk might have won last month at Mayhem had Captain Planet not had the good fortune to knock out Punk. It wasn't a pinfall or submission that ended that match. Superman, of course, matching the theme. I guess Superman and Captain Planet both kind of match the color scheme of our ring pretty well. This is the official beginning of 4th of July week. If you count Sunday as beginning of the week, like some people do.
Oh, yeah. I would say, yeah. I would say this is the beginning of the week. Sunday to Saturday, as always.
Originally,
Snoop Dogg working back to back.
Yeah, he usually officiates all the men's title matches.
Fight.
As our senior official. Again, stay tuned after the conclusion of this match for a major announcement regarding the future of the channel. Captain Planet, though, looking to defend his title successfully once again.
Elka Bong coming in strong, saying she thinks Captain Planet's, or they think Captain Planet. Sorry, I don't know why I said she. Elka Bong thinking Captain Planet's going to win the title.
Well, hey, with his record so far in singles matches, it's hard to pick against him, even though we both did. He is a hero. He's going to take pollution down to 0. And he is also our powers magnified. Got all that going in his favor.
He's got the powers of earth, fire, wind, water, and heart.
Go planet.
All the little planeteers are behind him.
We're the Planeteers, and you can do them too. By saying all this, we're gonna get sued.
Give up.
Yeah, this stream, enjoy it while it's up. So it will be flagged.
Of course, this stream, as always, will be uploaded to YouTube tomorrow. Our YouTube link, I believe, is on our Twitch channel. If not, it's on... I haven't even plugged the social media at all. Facebook.com/MattWrestling, and on Twitter and Instagram at MattWrestling, followed by an underscore. We got the link to YouTube on those pages because it's not a custom URL. It's just a series of numbers and letters that's completely impossible to remember. So, of course, this will still be available on demand on Twitch, and I clip all the shows into highlights in order to save them on Twitch permanently, and when I do that, I'll remove the entire opening 25 minutes where we're just like, hey, Echo, can you hear us?
Yeah. Yeah.
And same for YouTube, of course.
Yeah.
And if you have any interest in hearing more of my voice, you can find links to my podcast, The Friends with Benefits Show, over at
5 minutes gone.
twitter.com/TN2M show and facebook.com/TN2M show. I am part of the Friends with Benefits podcast. We upload 2 shows per that channel. I am only a part of the Friends with Benefits show. I was part of Talk Nerdy to Me. They're still a great show. You should check them out as well. But if you want to hear more of my beautiful voice, it is the Friends with Benefits podcast.
And you can go ahead and just put a link to that again in the chat if you want, and make it easier for people to find.
Yeah.
I'll drop it in there. Drop that right in there.
Of course, EastX Twitch, our moderator, I'm not sure if he's with us. I'm pretty sure he is gone to bed with Brandy to engage in romantic shenanigans. But every Saturday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, on his Twitch channel, he streams Saturday Game School, and sometimes I participate in that.
Yeah.
Captain Planet getting the better of Superman, and as I say that, Superman makes a comeback.
Yeah, you can't ever count anyone down here in the MWF.
And especially not in the title matches. They're here, the challengers are here in these matches for a reason. If they weren't capable of becoming champions, they would not be getting these opportunities. They earn them through wins in the ring.
Give up.
It's hard to believe we're already at the conclusion, almost, of our 3rd pay-per-view event.
Give up.
15th show. It's kind of like our quinceañera.
Oh, pretty soon we'll be able to drive.
Yeah, this coming Thursday, we reach legal driving age in terms of number of shows. Of course, most of you who are here already know this, but in case anyone doesn't, MWF Mattitude every Thursday night here on twitch.tv/MattWrestling, 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Pacific. It's our weekly show. We have 1 pay-per-view a month, generally on the final Sunday of the month, but that is subject to change if there is a conflict in our personal lives, or if there's a WWE pay-per-view streaming the same night. Oh, Captain Planet with the spinning powerbomb. Superman in the
Too
ropes.
close to the ropes, though. Too close to the ropes.
Got his hand on the ropes there. Poison Rana from Captain Planet.
And the reverse weren't... You said it. Everyone knows what it is.
Captain Planet going for his finisher here. The one-winged angel. 2.9 only. Superman. Superman really needs to get his shit together.
Superman knows that everything is on the line right now. Everything.
What's he doing here? Oh,
Taking too long.
Oh, I thought he was going for his finisher. He is, the Kent special. He's won many matches with this. 2.9 again. These men kicking out of each other's finishers, but just barely. Oh, he hit it back to back. He's gonna do it.
Is he?
Oh my God.
Oh!
How did Captain Planet kick out of that twice in a row?
2 in a row.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
This match may end much more quickly than we expected.
Oh! Super kicking with both men down. Already exhausted.
Oh, and a lifting German there. Super kick again. Captain Planet going for the springboard maneuver. Drop kick.
Hit? Missed it?
Looked like he hit him, but maybe didn't catch all of it.
Yeah.
Tossing Superman to the outside. Captain Planet, what's he gonna do? Oh my God. The flipping suicide tope con hilo.
Yeah.
These guys, again, fighting right in front of our announce table. Superman, the German suplex, and that Kent special once again, but he can't make the cover outside the ring.
No point in weakening him. Do this in the ring.
I don't know. I wouldn't say there's no point in weakening him, but as far as going for the cover.
No point, but going for the pin with the Kent special. Little much.
Gotta think the next guy to hit a big move inside the ring is Superman. With the tombstone. Next guy to hit a big move inside the ring and make the cover is going to get the victory here. Superman got dropped on his head so hard his emblem turned around. The Snapdragon suplex from Captain Planet. So Superman gets back in the ring. Captain Planet follows. Even Snoop Dogg having to get some rest here.
Yeah.
And an attitude adjustment of sorts from Superman lining up in the corner. Massive drop kick.
Oh, huge.
But Captain Planet right back. Oh, he's in the ropes with that powerbomb, so that could have done it. Superman's got to dig deep. Superman, if he wants to win this title that he's fought so hard to earn an opportunity at. And this is it. The Kent special.
Gotta be done. Middle
New
of the
champ.
ring.
New
It's
champ.
over.
Superman. Superman becomes the first person to defeat Captain Planet, and he has ended the 2-month-long title reign of our initial world champion. Let's go, says El Kabong. For the first time, Captain Planet tastes defeat in singles action and loses his coveted MWF World Championship.
New champion crown.
Oh no, I forgot how to capitalize. Okay. CPU, I can't take credit for that. 100% rating for that match, by the way, according to the game. Captain Planet dethroned Superman, our new MWF World Champion. After 4 Kent specials, 1 on the outside of the ring. That's what it takes to defeat the captain.
No, I mean, he kicked out of back-to-backs.
Jackson, yeah, he kicked out of 2, took another one outside the ring. Jackson Jordan, El Kabong, Tiru Remy all saying GG. El Kabong not happy with that result. But Captain Planet has got to be in line for a potential rematch once Bill Cosby gets his shot. Superman and Bill Cosby, who would have ever thought you'd see that fight?
A lot of people in the 80s were probably hoping for it.
Yeah. but you never would have expected to actually see it.
True.
Now, I do want to... I told you we're going to make a major announcement about the future of the channel. Before I do that, do you have anything else you'd like to say about that match or about the card in general, Chris?
Oh, great show, ton of fun. Glad to be a part of all this. Thank you for including me, and I'm so sorry again about the issues we had at the beginning.
Again, not your fault. I'm glad you could be here. It definitely helps me out a lot. It was difficult trying to call the shows and set everything up on my own. But, yeah, I guess I should get ahead with it, seeing as we're half an hour late with everything, and it's already 11:30 in some parts of the country. But, so, this is something that's been in the works for a little while. From this moment forward, our channel will be known as the Mat Wrestling Network instead of the Mat Wrestling Federation. And what does that mean? We're still going to be bringing you MWF Mattitude every Thursday and pay-per-views once a month in Fire Pro Wrestling like we have been. So the Mat Wrestling Federation's not going anywhere. You can still tune in for that. And hopefully you will. But in addition to that, we're going to be expanding, because I've been flirting with the idea of doing a second show on Tuesday nights for a while. Unfortunately, the Fire Pro community, as loyal as it is, probably not big enough on Twitch anyway to support a second Fire Pro show. And at the same time, I've been having a lot of fun running a WWE 2K19 Universe mode offline just for my own personal enjoyment. So here's what we're going to do. Starting 1 week from Tuesday, on July 7th, we'll be streaming weekly shows from the MWA, which is the Mat Wrestling Association, in WWE 2K19 Universe mode. The show's going to be called MWA Mat Wars. It'll air every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central, with a pay-per-view show airing once per month on a Sunday night to be determined. These shows are going to feature a similar vibe to the MWF, with the live commentary, simulated matches, all that. But it'll be 100% focused on celebrities and fictional characters, no real-life pro wrestlers, instead of the MWF, which is like, 2/3 fictional characters and celebrities and 1/3 real wrestlers. So this coming week on social media, facebook.com/Mat Wrestling, Twitter and Instagram /Mat Wrestling with an underscore after the G. We'll be posting previews of what you can expect to see, like the logos for the promotion of the show, the starting roster, and the championship belts. And on Tuesday, we'll even be posting a preview match so you can get a glimpse of what the arena looks like and a couple of the characters, see how the action plays out. So hopefully you will enjoy this new venture and continue to tune in every Thursday for MWF Mattitude, and then check out MWA Mat Wars on Tuesday. Because I honestly, without you guys watching, supporting, engaging in the chat, and now subscribing and just donating bits and all that, there's no way we could have considered expanding, and it just makes everything so much more fun and so much easier. And we just appreciate that. So thank you for giving us this opportunity. Hopefully it's something you'll be into. And July 7th is going to be the first MWA Mat Wars show. I know that was a little long, but I just wanted to make sure to cover all the details. So, I've told Chris about it before, but for everybody else it's news.
Hell yeah, get excited.
Paul says, except for streaming on Tuesday, that is lame. We already streamed on Tuesdays before for a pay-per-view. Tuesday is the only other night where, aside from Impact Wrestling, there's nearly no wrestling on TV, and it doesn't really conflict with any of our friends' other wrestling video game streams. And Paul, you don't even stream on Tuesdays half the time anyway, it seems. But if you want to support Paul on EastX Twitch, Saturday Game School is his main stream every Saturday night. He gives away Steam, Xbox Live, and PlayStation codes, and sometimes Switch codes for the games he plays, and it's just generally a good time. So if you're interested in seeing a wide variety of games played and potentially winning something, you should definitely check that out. And we appreciate all that Paul does here as a moderator. So, I made the announcement. I think I've made all the appropriate plugs. Chris, anything you want to add to the announcement or advertise any, I don't know how far in advance you plan what you're discussing on your podcasts.
We normally plan, well, we have a recurring short segment and normally an overarching long segment. Our short segment right now is we're doing You Can't Do That on WWE TV Now. We're discussing old gimmicks that were done at a point that could not be done now. We just started that last Tuesday we discussed Billy and Chuck last week. Can't really tell you who we're discussing this week. New episodes drop Wednesday mornings. You can find links on our Facebook or Twitter. You can also find us Apple, Google Play, pretty much anywhere you find a podcast. Friends with Benefits is the one with the black background, white text, and green wavy lines.
Are you on Spotify as well?
We are on Spotify.
Okay, just wanted to make sure. I usually check it out on Facebook or Twitter. Alright.
Thank you for including me.
I'm just glad to have you here again. Working with the co-hosts, definitely much better than going solo. I mean, it's always great to interact with the chat, but having you here and the chat as well makes it twice as good. If not 8 times as good. Perhaps twice is an understatement. But, I gotta say once again, thank you everyone for being here, for subscribing, for donating. Just the love shown tonight is unprecedented. For our first night streaming as official Twitch affiliates, everything's off to a great start, so hopefully you'll stick around. Knowing you guys, I'm sure you will. Jackson Jordan saying show us. I'm not sure which part of me he wants to see, but I'm game. Check your DMs, Jackson, after the show. I will just send you everything just to make sure that you get what you want. And let's see, today is Sunday. I had to take a moment to remember what day of the week it was. You can tune in to Jackson Jordan's channel tomorrow. Check out TCW Monday Night Anarchy. Check us out this coming Thursday night, 9 p.m. Eastern, for MWF Mattitude. Pay attention to the social media to see all the reveals for the MWA Mat Wars show coming to you July 7th. And check out EastX Twitch's channel for Saturday Game School, Saturday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Follow the links. Man, that's a lot of plugs. Follow the links for Chris's podcast. The ones he shared earlier, feel free to share them again one more time. And, yeah, I guess that about covers it. I'll stop rambling, and hopefully we'll see you guys this Thursday. Good night, everyone.